I am Mereki Beach and I'm here at the HiFi Bar with a band that has 10,000 fans on Facebook, more than 3.5 million views on MySpace, and have toured with the likes of Kings of Leon and Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. I might clap my hands and say yeah for Jeremiah and Chris from Manchester Orchestra. Hey boys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well.
Good, welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you.
Have you been here before?
Once.
Love it?
Love it.
What are you going to say? Hate it? And you're here to touring your new album, Mean Everything to Nothing.
We are.
Very exciting stuff.
Brilliant.
Brilliant album, actually.
Brilliant.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The first half of your album plays seamlessly without a break, which I read that you guys sort of did intentionally. You like that the album is in two very distinct parts. So,
Yeah.
can you explain this part 1 and part 2 vibe?
I'll go part 1 if you want to explain part 2.
Take it.
All right, part 1. Yeah, no, it's definitely Andy's vision to have 2 parts to the record. One being like being on the road and the intensities of being on the road and moving all the time, and the kind of the crap of being on the road and how difficult it is, and the intensity of all that. I said intensity twice.
Twice. Oh, edit.
Part 1 is and part 2 is
Gotcha.
part 2.
Part 2. All right.
Do you know the answer to this question?
No, I don't even know the answer.
Really?
No, I don't really know. So I think part 2 is kind of more about like the coming home and decompressing from tour and kind of getting back to real life and kind of trying to straighten out your head and wrap your head around that, because it's
difficult.
a very difficult thing to come
'Cause you're in
home
a
and
bubble.
decompress. And
You're in this bubble traveling around the country and everything else is going on around you, but you're still stuck in this little thing, and then you all of a sudden get back home and everybody else has moved on in their lives and they don't really want to talk to you anymore,
No,
and
that's
you don't get any phone calls. You have to make a whole new set of friends.
So what?
Andy's back.
hello.
Go on, join us.
I kind of found that skate shop next door about this beanie. I thought it would take longer. It looked like you had more equipment.
That's what she said.
If we could just scooch over here.
Oh, you want to
Okay, so what are you doing later tonight?
Oh, stop it.
Just joking.
Well, you missed
love
the
you,
first
honey.
question. It was amazing. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Is there a part 3?
There's no part 3.
Well, my next
Sorry.
session was going to be, what does real life entail for you guys then, as you were saying, Jeremiah?
Back to real life?
Back to real life.
Well, they have wives, so that they...
Wives and children?
No.
No, well, I mean,
Those are all
these guys
mine.
are my
I'm not
children.
sure. Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, because I'm late, it's kind of fitting that I'm late. The last tour in the States, they were giving me retardy slips, which was every morning, because I was late every morning. And then, yeah, we're both married. I'm not sure if I want another me yet. You know, I'm not sure if that's what the
Dealing
world
with
needs.
just
I'm not sure if that's exactly what they need right now.
I was going to ask you guys, as far as your music videos go, how much involvement do you actually have in putting together visuals with your sound?
That's really with Clay and Jason. We gave them, you know, the task. We loved the video that they were doing. We loved the, for our last record, for I Can Barely Breathe. And it was really Brad, our manager's kind of idea, and said, what do you think about creating a concept that goes with every song? It was like, oh, that's interesting, you know. And we're fans of Death Cab for Cutie, and we knew that they had done something similar like that. Wow. Yeah, yeah.
No, that's...
What is this for? Is this for minutes? Oh, no, it's freaking me out. It's fine. We don't have any. You think I know people here?
I'm pretty busy. Sorry, I'm gonna
I know
go.
these two. Yeah. What are you doing? God, I already asked. Just joking, honey. So, I'm a wave of comedy wherever I go. I do. Yes.
Okay, please continue.
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
I did until you
Visuals.
said that.
So do you get to see them though, and then go?
They send it before, and Jeremiah
Yeah,
generally.
they'll send it in, and we just kind of, most of them, we didn't have much of anything to change. A few of them, we would just have like an edit here or there, but for the most part, the concept was to just give them the creative freedom to just kind of be inspired by what we did and see what they create out of being inspired from our music.
And at first
so,
they declined. They because they hadn't heard the record, and they were like, "This is just too big of a project." And it was.
They didn't realize how good you were.
Well, and then I guess they heard the record and liked it.
Aww.
So.
Well, that's nice.
So tonight, are you?
Stop Stop it.
Joking. I did this yesterday to this woman on VTV.
And completely put her
for
off.
like 20 minutes.
How annoying.
But she was drop dead. I mean, this woman
What are you
wouldn't
saying
have
about me?
looked.
What?
What I'm saying is, you're dressed like an appropriate professional individual. This was a like, I out of nowhere stumbled to meet Robert and I just into this tent, and this woman standing there like Medusa, like, she's like, "Hello, let me ask you questions."
Moving on, great. I Can Feel a Hot One is featured on the hit.
Me too. All right.
One of your tracks on your album is featured on hit teen series Gossip Girl. How does that feel?
And I'm just gonna scoot.
It felt great.
These two like the show.
Okay.
Don't ruin it. I'm 5 episodes behind. I need to catch up.
I was freaking out during the episode because we were making the record, and then they were like, "All right, you guys gonna be on Gossip Girl tonight?" So we stopped tracking, got dinner, sat there, and I was freaking out. Everybody was breaking up. I cried a little bit.
Which episode was it? Because I couldn't figure it out. I read. Yeah, I know it's called The Dark Knight, but I couldn't remember what
Dan
it
and
was.
Serena
Dan and
break
Serena
Everybody
broke up.
At the wedding?
The elevator scene.
In the elevator.
Yeah, when
It was
it closed.
the elevator scene.
Yeah, and when Blair cheated on Chuck with cheated on the English guy
With Chuck. That was like
in
the
the dark.
sauciest moment of the whole series.
Exactly.
I was finally validated to my wife.
Rubbish.
Being
She actually
featured
got
on
you
Gossip
for that.
Girl finally made what I was doing legitimate.
Fair enough. We've gone massively over time and I'm getting in trouble. But I would just like to thank you guys for joining us on 1700.
Absolutely.
It's been lovely. It's been an absolute pleasure and I wish you all best luck.
Thank you
So
very
stay
much.
tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.